floor that you've never met before. A lot of dancers and some new band and crew who have never even been to Sydney, Australia before. And I tried to tell them what you're like. I tried to warn them. I tried to say, you have no idea what you are walking into. These people are the loudest, danciest, and bounciest crowds you will ever picture. And you know, back in the backstage scramble of everybody trying to change clothes and get ready for the next song, I could see all the dancers looking at each other. Which means that they think you're amazing. And you are. And I'm so happy to be hanging out with you again. It's been too long. And hanging out with you tonight just kind of... I'm looking out at this crowd, and this crowd is just different. You guys have really put a lot of effort into everything, haven't you? I mean, there's a lot of forethought, a lot of creativity. I see a lot of people are completely lit up. A lot of people brought signs that light up. A lot of people are decked out. And I saw actually people who painted their whole bodies red, and then I've seen people who just look beautiful in really wonderful dresses, and then I have seen a lot of people with my face on their shirts, which is nice. And I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm in a crowd full of hopeless romantics and daydreamers and people like that. I'm kind of a hopeless romantic daydreamer type too, so I think we'll get along great. And speaking of daydreams, I have been daydreaming since I was a little kid, and I don't even think in my wildest daydreams did I think I'd be playing songs that I wrote to a sold-out crowd of 40,000 people in Sydney, Australia, who knew every word to every song. Because when I was little, I guess when I was younger, I was about 12 when I started writing songs, and now I'm about to turn 24 next week. Isn't that crazy? Back at why I first started writing songs. Over the years, what I've written about has changed, but the reason I write songs is still the same as when I was 12 years old. I write songs to cope with what I'm feeling and to understand my emotions and to get through things. And I think for me, when I started writing songs, it was because I didn't have much of a social life. Like, I did not have 40,000 people wanting to hang out with me on a Wednesday night. So, that's why I started writing songs. And I can't remember what I was talking about. When I was younger, I would just sit in my room and write songs because I really didn't have anything better to do. And that's kind of the explanation of why I wrote songs and how that started. And when I was younger, I used to write songs about feeling left out and kind of feeling picked on at school. And I used to daydream about growing up because I thought when you grew up, there were no more mean kids or people who picked on you. I thought that was something we grow out of as people. But when I grew up, I learned that it has nothing to do with how old you are or where you live or what your circumstances are. At one point or another in your life, There's gonna be someone who's mean to you, or makes you feel small, or makes you feel like you don't deserve what you want, or makes you feel like you're weird because you're different. And somewhere along the way, I learned something that I think is a valuable lesson, and certainly makes life easier. I learned that it's not our job to make people like us if they don't want to. And when I learned that, things got a little easier. And I guess every time someone has been mean to me, I've tried to make a mental note that I would never intentionally make anyone else feel the way that they've made me feel. And if you did that, I think that we could all make the world a little bit nicer.